waiting for Instagram to make a connection. So my time has been taken from me. I should have been filming like 20 freaking minutes ago. That ain't happening. So now I'm filming right now. Hopefully I will be able to pull this off without so much of a clusterfuck as has been. So I'm only gonna make one long ass video, no prep show. Just gonna inform you on the weapons I'm gonna use my kamas, practice, my chobos, and my wooden sabachi. Alright, so one, there's certain things you have to understand in using practice weapons. A practice weapon is just as deadly as an actual weapon in the correct hands. That's why they call it practice. So if you're doing one of these forms, or if you're going to do a form, you have to respect it even as though it's wood. You have to respect it as if it was steel. Alright? So if you're doing this, respect it as if it was steel. You practice with wood till you get good, and then you graduate to steel. Alright? I'm a fan of wooden weapons because they're not as infringerious as steel. And for most places, you can probably carry these things anywhere for training purposes and not get into any trouble. Alright? You have your thrust. Let's go this way. You have your thrust. And you have this for the Japanese style. So this is pretty much your guide. So here, 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 and you'll pretty much do the same thing here. You've all seen that Conan the Barbarian shit. So, yeah. Here, 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 here. You get the gist. You want to respect your wooden weapon as much as you want to respect your steel weapon. Alright. Due to lack of time, we're going with the practice kamas. So as you know, with kamas, in real kamas, with the exception of that young chick that proved me wrong, you don't want to do this or this. You just want to keep it straight. So block, strike, strike, block, strike, strike, block, strike, strike, block, strike, strike. Alright, so you got that shit. Alright? And 9 times out of 10, as I made my last video about becoming too reliant on your weapons. It's not a good thing to become too reliant on your weapons because you won't always have them. Simple as that. You might not like that, but it is a fact. You will not always have your weapons in hand. And that is something that you have to accept. You're also going to need to know when the whirl will be appropriate. Alright, so if you're blocking and you're gashing, there's really no need for you to block, gash, and then do this. The blade was already there. Now if you're like blocking and you're back here, and you want to cut up that way, that's slightly acceptable. Do I recommend it? Hell no. Because here's the thing about weapons, they can be taken from you. Someone dices off your hand, you still got one, but you're not going to be so worried about doing this shit. You're not going to worry about that shit. You're going to be worrying about surviving. So, boom, 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 boom. I don't know why my live screen just went blank, but it still says I'm live, so I'm going to keep going. And the thing about getting used to weapons is you have to train with them. However, the only real weapon that you have is the ones here, here, and there. So I'm also not standing in a perfectly balanced out place, so I'm probably going to go down. Now, if you're going to fight this way, you need to understand that you have limited yourself to your blocking ability. Alright? This is very bad. Very, very bad. Block, gash, that is acceptable. Block, gash, that is acceptable. Block, gash, block, gash, gash. Those are acceptable. The question is, when will you get the actual chance to use that? Especially with real kamas versus these practice wooden ones. It's very, very few in between. So here, boom, 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 Boom. Now see that? I'm gonna gash my own damn arm off. That's why I tell you not to do that. Strike, 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 strike. Doesn't always work that smooth with real shit. You can injure yourself really, really badly. Finally, choke holes. So, boom, 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 boom. You're not really going to be doing all of that shit. Because you just messed up my shit. The whole time y'all were over there, I had to move. Now I gotta move back. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna have to make this video up to y'all. Instagram, hang tight.